Did you lose sight of me? As a matter of fact, curious thing.
What's up, people? Welcome back to Dogma. Let's do it.
I wonder why.
Oh, hang on.
To their own.
Here we go. All right, we ended off with the dragon right there that we can't beat, but we're following this chick to a cave. So let's see where we go.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Well done. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. You must regain your footing. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let's instead strive to better ourselves in everything.
Dry off as soon as you can. Over here, if you would. We have found the material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
That's it.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap. We've arrived, just as planned. potion.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Oh shit.
Perhaps we have tied them out.
We must make the most of this opportunity.
Approach this path or end this foe.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
No challenges beyond our combined might.
Right you are. Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find. Let's rest, though the sun is still up.
Oh wow, someone actually did it.
I return safe and sound. Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. A new day, a new perspective. Mayhap the one we're here to meet intends to arrive at a different
Mayhap
time
you
of
should
day.
shut the fuck up.
I dare say we shan't make much progress as things stand. What say we refresh our minds as to the details of our task?
Oh, I think I need courtly breaches. Hang on. Or the courtly shit, whatever.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jail is a... paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us. Should the time come.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. as the true arisen. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray, leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern.
Well, that was fucking pointless. Oh, okay.
We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation.
True enough.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your majesty to venture to Battahl, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Battahl Palace. Surely there's aught to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Battahl and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take it. Few may pass through Battahl's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint, but alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act a part, but as to how that should be done, I'm ashamed to say I do not know. 'Twill depend upon your majesty's ingenuity.
Ooh. That was a quest.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Battahl. Shall we go and meet with him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Won't someone do aught about this?
We shall await you here, Master.
Perhaps 'tis time I
I'd sooner stay out of the back. Predicament.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Won't someone do aught about this? Got to focus. My head will blow the water.
You are the places where I can truly feel it. Let's take it easy today. My things are acting up.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
I forget where this kid room is.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
I want to say it's this one. Oh yeah.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Battahl in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happen upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
if I give it to Brant?
That such peace reigned eternal.
When does my watch end? I've cleaned with this nitrogen source. What might I find? A welcome escort from all men passing.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
About this?
I'm no cool, come on. Very dull.
You have my fullest confidence. The permit is intended for a beastren, which is to say, Your Majesty shall have to act the part of one. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to
Thankless job, this. This place is awful.
And I fear the nation would have been led down a false path.
I lack information pertinent this time.
A good sleep will ensure we are...
Such quietude is a blessing. Well met, sir. All this patrolling doesn't crackle. Will someone talk about this? Would that all my days were so.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Where to now? Everyone busy with their own affairs, I see.
Whate'er hardships we face, we have little choice but to live on.
Alright, let me see something. Who do I give this to?
That is quite the quandary I have to do. I've clean forgotten. Money can buy comfort, sure, but not happiness. It's on me to bear what younger shoulders.
As a matter of fact, we shall remain here.
What business have you here?
'Tis my duty to hear the people.
Who the hell is Elena?
At last! 'Tis a relief to be at your side again, Master.
In the years since yet just as her grace was preparing to hand the reins to her son, Regent King Sven, word came of the attack on Melv. Now there can be no dispute, for our kingdom's laws deem the Arisen to be the only legitimate ruler. Poor Disa. 'Tis a woeful role, the Regency. All of the responsibilities of a monarch, with none of the glory.
Chaos in the world begins.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself? I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite?
I got you, dog.
The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tell us.
How much you need, dog?
Yes, sir.
Need 3?
Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you are...
I'd fain hear you speak on any subject, friend. Might I beg a favor of you? Oh, I see.
If you wait right there until I'm done, I'll gladly walk wherever the hell you want me to walk, though. Damn it, that's right, too.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now, even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
Let me get that.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... Gah... something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
A moment's prayer can do a world. Each of our patients deserves our...
What teachings myself?
Medicine? Medicine! Now! Now!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
Need someone to talk to? I've not got food.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
This is a place of prayer.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. Oh, you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
Right you are.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Just like
I
that.
concur.
Oh, look at that. There's someone behind the door. Oh, you bitch.
Dead on my feet. Maybe I'll kick right here.
Shall we get some rest then?
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
The patients in this room must not be disturbed. Leave this place at once.
I need...
Oh, someone help me.
Mayhaps would serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Indeed. You are correct.
It's by the names Jahan and Bruno.
You don't look like much.
Now merely sit back and enjoy.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I missed that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Oh, well met, sir.
You fond of those eyes? Keep them to yourself.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard, anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting...
I'm frightfully busy. No time for idle chatter.
Elena. Ah, yes. The abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make you
I
rich?
ought to be getting home.
Perhaps you'll benefit from all this sunshine.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find. Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
That's odd.
Wait for the new equipment. Normally import everything, anyhow.
It's my hair standing.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Radcliffe. The doctor...
You're back. Pray, tell me, these look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
Do I still have I don't.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Need anything?
Sweet.
Stop by again soon.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
I trust all's well, sir.
Should you espy any large, clearing the high roads of such obstructions falls under the military's purview, you see. But our hands are oft over full with culling and escort missions, so that we must trust to nature to run its course. The bodies will decay over time, and the winds will sweep away the remains. It only takes a matter of days.
Have you need of me?
Pray, leave me be. This ox cart's bound for the... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
This is no good.
No easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Our coin reserves are much depleted after that indulgence.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? Determine what manner of substance 'tis? Interesting. Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
But not at the expense of my duty.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell that...
We must rest, though the sun is still up. I trust we've all inspected our equipment. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Ah, there you are. You've come at a good time. I've just finished running those tests. I must ask, where did you acquire that concoction? 'Tis a fell thing you got there. To be plain, 'tis more poison than physic. It has the potential to heal one's ailment, certainly. But only if they could survive long enough, which isn't likely. Worse still, it has addictive properties that are likely to cause the patient to become dependent on its deadly effects. I say patient, but I should hope whoever made this did not intend it as a method of treatment. You'd have to be well and truly mad to attempt such a thing.
Going back. Oh, fuck off.
Only thing first. We seem to have arrived without issue, but are we safe here? There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use. A good sleep will ensure...
It appears night has fallen while we slept. Shall we check our packs and be off?
A new day, a new perspective.
Is there aught I can help you with, sir? Oh, if you're looking for Lubomir, his condition deteriorated. to the point that he had to be moved to the basement sick room. He's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid, not even family. Even we're not allowed to go see him. No need to worry, though. The Abbess is tending to him personally. She'll nurse him back to full health, I'm sure of it.
Let me get that.
I fear I've much to attend to. What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Suffice to say, your testimony, combined with the evidence you've procured, have cast a great deal of suspicion upon the Abbess that she isn't like to shake. Pray have this, sir. 'Tis your reward for aiding us in our duty to this city.
Such quietude. Who goes?
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Ah, we meet again. Is there aught I can assist you with? What would you have me say, showing me such a letter? Oh, I see. You know of Lord Phasus, then. Very well. I shall share with you what little I know. Lord Phasus is the director of the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. 'Tis true that I have had dealings with him in the past, but I was ne'er privy to more than that. Even in Battahl, few people know of his existence. To a Vermundian such as myself, the man is an enigma. If you would know more, why not visit the lab yourself? Such an errand ought prove simple for the Arisen, no?
Now you've done it.
My magics grant you an elemental boon. I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuff.
What? Go all the way over there?
Thing of my lantern light.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
Should have set this side slower. Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Wrong one.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story end?
Apologies, but I can't.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
It would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
This ox cart will not take you anywhere till I've had...
You dare!
Fine. Out of the car, warrior.
I grant you warring flame. Ingenious. My own master must mirror this tactic.
It's not what I expected.
Stand strong!
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
There are few places.
If we seek further knowledge of the Godsway, we ought to make for Battahl. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
This is the only way to live free as...
No greater joy.
Over here, if you please. "'Tis this way.
As a general rule, entry permits are not reissued. However, reissuance may be considered under the following circumstances. Alright, so I think...
Will be safe in my possession till you...
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
So, you seek to enter Battahl, I presume? I'll have to check your permit.
Leave this place at once!
Oh, I guess I need to keep it on me.
So, you seek to... Oi! This isn't yours. Do you take me for a fool? Present your own permit, or I'll have you thrown in jail!
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Oh, okay. Would have never, ever, ever thought of that.
Pray, follow me. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Welcome, if you think me a liar, then buy. Something and see the truth. For yourself. Many thanks to you.
Our coin reserves are much depleted after that indulgence. An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
So, you go on.
That was easy. Booty sweat.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
Say, did you hear? There's been another ox cart raid. How many is that now?
Dunno, but I'd wager it's the work of bandits. Gotta be them coral snakes again, eh? Sir Lissandro's been iron hands in a bit to flush 'em out. Though they haven't found 'em yet.
Well, if they're not caught soon, we'll be seeing shortages. Mark my words.
You ever heard of the coral snakes? There's no lack of brigands looking to make some easy coin out on the roads, but what's scary about these coral snakes is how damn organized they are. Talk is, they fall upon you all at once, and they're gone just as quick, along with all your goods and coin. We've had no luck catching them either, I'm ashamed to say. I thought only fools turned to banditry, but if they're capable of maneuvers like that, they must be a clever sort, eh? Why not live honestly if they've the brains for it? Suppose at any rate, if you've a mind to catch them and make a name for yourself, you ought to speak to Sir Lissandro.
A group of bandits has been terrorizing the roads of late, targeting our ox carts and the cargo they carry. They call themselves the Coral Snakes, and they are no common thieves. They are organized and deadly efficient. And worse still, they are without scruples. They have been killing and stealing in equal measure. Devils, the lot of them. What say you? Would you lend your aid in catching them? Many thanks, sir. I shall be glad to know someone is doing aught to help us. You all begin by scouring for their hideout. It must be somewhere near the highway, for that has been their primary target thus far. Mayhap you could learn aught by speaking with some survivors of the raids.
If we are to locate the bandits' hideout, we ought to begin by gathering what information we can from those nearby.
Looking to lay your head? We've soft beds up. Plenty. Many thanks.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Well met, sir. Need a room for the night?
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Interested in my wares?
Tell is the dragon's been sighted in the village of Melov, over in Vermund. If memory serves, that means both nations will have made arrangements to provide troops and supplies in accordance with the oath. Okay. Cannot stop thinking about the enormous stone monument I've discovered at the shore at dusk. There was aught inscribed upon it, and may very well be a grave or some form of cenotaph. I should like to examine again in the daylight, yet I fear if I do alone at the shadow. Okay.
I'm starving, I am. Food? Have you? Any food?
Don't you fuck me.
Interested in my way? Well met, sir. Need a room for the night? Pleasure doing business.
Food? Have you any? Many thanks. I'm still very hungry, so if you've any more food to spare some charity for the poor. I'm starving, I am.
Interested? Well met, sir. Need a room for the night? Pleasure doing business.
Fucking Christ, how far away were you?
Spare some charity for the poor. Ah!
You there! What do you think you're doing, huh? You keep your hands off him. Don't go thinking you can treat the poor however you like just because you're better off.
Calm down, Hugo. You've got it all wrong. This kind sir has been good enough to share some food with me. I've the both of you to thank for my good health and my full belly.
Is that right? Suppose I owe you an apology then, cuz. In my defence, one can't be too careful. There's a child-snatching scoundrel around nearly every corner in these parts. The name's Hugo, by the way. I'm a helper of sorts to the poor who live here. Ain't many folk willing to offer that sort of kindness. Even just one more's a glad sight, let me tell ya. So pay me no mind. And I'm sorry for before. If you're here to help, I'll not say another word against you.
Many thanks, sir. Lucky I am to have the two of you looking out for me.
No XP or anything? I'll fucking throw you off a cliff, kid. Dude, this ugly-ass motherfucker is everywhere.
My days are spent in solemn reflection.
Have you need of me?
Good day to you.
We've naught to discuss.
Hard to make ends.
Buy a little something, won't you? Many thanks, sir.
Still not come.
Battahl.
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
We ought to have no trouble on the journey ahead.
Indeed.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look. Ah, now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Many of our citizens view pawns as bringers of calamity, and hatred for their ilk is common here in Battahl. Yet so boundless is Empress Nadinia's mercy that even lowly pawns may benefit from it. 'Twas she who decreed that no pawn may be forced into unpaid servitude or subjected to acts of violence. Oh, how magnanimous her heart, how generous her spirit. All pawns ought to bow before Her Majesty's peerless grace.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
Good for you, lady.
Pray, follow me.
Baron's childhood home.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Does that mean, is that Baron?
Well, now.
Oh, shit.
This is a nice surprise. Care for some tea?
If you're e'er in trouble, I'd fain come to your aid.
Aye, you've a bit of a special place in my heart. This is for you.
Oh, thanks.
Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me?
Aye, you're welcome to stay a while.
This is generally used as a material.
And is that Luther, or whatever the hell his name is? Harold?
I invited myself along.
Humphrey.
No such thing as too much training, eh? I plan to keep it up, just like Baron taught me. Till I'm even stronger than you. Stronger than anyone.
He's the main villain. Calling it now.
Come, I'll lead the way. Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
Saying there's a quest here.
Well, mate. How have you fared on the road?
I've a request to make,
if you're willing to hear it.
'Tis easy to go through life and accompany him to wherever he needs to go.
My humblest thanks.
You coming too, Humphrey? No, you're just gonna stand in like a bitch?
There's been more trouble, as if we needed it. Happened right near here, too. I'd bet my left boot, 'twas those coral snakes behind it. Nowhere's safe anymore. Seems they've slipped past this checkpoint and gone right into Battahl. Whether they put all that effort into honest work like the rest of us. If someone doesn't put a stop to them anon, we'll all be sorry. A city can't function without a steady supply of goods, and fewer carts are making the journey. They say you should be thankful for your life, but simply being alive isn't the same as living, eh? The trouble happened due south of here. 'Twill be those coral snakes again, I'm sure of it.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return of your own volition. This is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmaster's Burrow in Battahl. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek. Farewell.
Sure thing. It looks like that's it. Oh, that's a big ass desert. Looks like Ark. Scorched Earth map. Ragnarok 2. In Noah, Battahl Forest. Griffin.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms.
I am well aware of
Use these flames to smite our enemies.
Let's see, I wonder if we get any new resources to collect.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Look at the fucking box.
My word, this ox cart has been destroyed.
wrought by the hands of brigands, or the claws of monsters.
We must remain vigilant. There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift. I grant your weapon a magical boon. Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
'Tis not what I expected. suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Oh shit, here we go.
Focus your attacks.
Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall.
By your lead. Are you all right?
Booty sweat.
With a view like this, we might well espy locations we've yet to explore.
No shit, because we just got here.
Wondrous to behold. Fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Red wolves! We've got them on the run.
God, we too pursue and eliminate the stragglers.
Lay down your arms.
Nice shot.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
That's a new animal.
my best to match your skills, Master. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
You keep your life, and I take the rest. You keep your life, and I take the rest.
The arisen turns blue with cold. I shall heal you at once. Wait a moment.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide. A campsite lies near here. I remember passing by it on my travels beyond the rift. Shall I guide us to it?
Who are you? What would you with me? You looking for the coral snake's hideout? Don't ask me. They were on us before I knew what was happening. Couldn't even guess where they... Come to think of it, 'twas as we passed the crags to the west of here that they all came out at once. I had a clear view of them from the back of the cart. That's all I know. I ran for my life. Only reason I'm still here. Thought I'd come back, see if aught was left. But just being here again puts my hairs on end. You know what? I just remembered. There was a child traveling with us. Wonder if the lad's all right.
The coral snakes were seen twixt Battahl and the rest of them. If we scour the area, we might find a clue to their hideout. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Use these flames to smite our enemies. Pray, follow me.
First blood's always the sweetest.
all right?
Halt, I say!
Who? Fight.
I'll have you.
Pursuing yon bandit may well lead us to the
What the fuck? I was right here.
Come, Master. There is not a moment to lose.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well.
Oi! Have you lost it? A child was hurt during today's raid. We don't hurt children. That's the rule. Don't tell me you forgot.
Sorry. Must have slipped my mind.
It's like that, is it? Huh? That what you're gonna tell Lenzo? He says we don't hurt kids. So you better.
Hold it! Who's this, then?
We've got an intruder. I'll go...
Coming here was the last mistake you'll ever make, cuz.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Booty sweat.
Son of a...
Let me get float up. Yeah.
Come on, don't drag this out.
Risen,
Ooh, hello.
to me. I shall heal you. Wait a moment. I grant you roaring flame. Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic.
Now that is a surprise. Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find. We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Whoa. Oh, 'twas but a trick of the light.
No. Am I going to make it?
Come on, this way. I need to get you out of here before things get bloody. That's what Lento said to do, if we ever got raided. So come on, you lot. We're going to go see him. He'll keep us all safe. I'm sure of that. They're already here. Run for it!
Seems your luck's run out. And
Be ready. Our foes are armed.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. One never can have too many of these. Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
I don't stand a chance.
Alright, bro. This is getting fucking old.
My thanks. We shall accompany you now. Those coral snakes must pay for their crimes. We shall join you and aid your efforts however we can.
give no quarter.
This appears to be the coral snake's hideout. If we capture their leader, the other bandits might be brought to heel.
Indeed, you are correct.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I will finish this, here and now. Cannot let down our guard even for a moment, lest victory slip away from us.
Now I understand.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use. knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
When I get my hands on you, you're in.
What's the hurry? Go on, run. I enjoy the chase. What's the hurry?
Battle is best avoided here.
My fate is sealed. Hugo! We're out of time, lad. We'll have to scarper. Come in, lads, but, before I forget... here you are. Time for you to make yourself useful. Tisn't the first time I've taught an unseasoned whelp the meaning of betrayal. And it shall be the last! Goodbye, lad. Don't be sore. You were a fool, but a useful one.
I can't believe it.
Arrest him!
Lanzo. Why?
A job well done. It is unfortunate that their leader escaped, but I very much doubt the coral snakes will be using this hideout again. We'll interrogate the lad, see what he knows. Mayhap he can tell us aught of the leader's whereabouts. The coral snakes are still an enigma. Mayhap the lad can tell us more.
It was painful to behold how callously the leader treated that young man. He shed him like an old boot.
'Tis loathsome, being the bearer of such ill tidings. If only one among us could make use of this. 'Tis a quality piece of equipment.
Are those another dagger? Oh my god, we got new elemental friggin' daggers again. Holy hell. 45% elemental. Holy Jesus.
Keeping it on hand till a use presents itself.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Be sure to keep your wits about you. Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find.
Oh, look at that, there is a ladder. And there ain't nothing up here. Oh, yeah, there is. Decapillator? Alright, can we get out of here this way?
Profitable endeavor. You dumbass. Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint.
You always do.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift. Skeletons, there!
Lightning is futile.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. I grant you roaring shame.
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
True enough.
Dude, right in fucking front of you.
Take care. I should be dead.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
That battle took more out of me than I would have liked.
We ought to consider this elephant. Listen, this is what befalls one who lets down their guard. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.
Alrighty, that's gonna do it for this one, though. We just got to Battahl. We've walked quite a big chunk of Battahl. Is it the city right there? Oh, that could be it right there. But yeah, we'll do some more exploring because we got all this to do. I just wanted to get here. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, there's more over here, too. Look at that. And a whole freaking road I missed. And a whole big chunk up here. Holy shit. Alright, yeah, we got some exploring to do. So, until next time, I will be back with this one tomorrow. Unless I get antsy in the pantsy to play it later, then I'll play this later. But I'm also going to do some Ronin later on tonight. So, until next time, thank you all for watching. And have yourself a damn good day. Miss me.